Man, I cannot believe it is this time of year already. What is going on, folks? I'm Des with DesFit, and this is the new Apple Watch Series 4. And it's pretty exciting because it's the first significant design change since the original, so let's just get this thing unboxed. Alright, so this is the Space Gray Aluminum Black Sport Band Edition, 44mm. Then what we'll do is there's going to be a little pull tab right here. You'll pull that back, the cellophane gets peeled off. And then on the back here, don't pull on these inside tabs, pull on these outside tabs, and that will actually flip the box open. Whoa, oh my, look at that. So on the inside of the box, that is pretty darn cool. So they have a bunch of different Apple Watch versions in here. And then there's actually two boxes here. So this is obviously going to be the watch. This is obviously the band. Let's check out the band really quickly. There's going to be instructions on how to use it right there. And then the band as well as a shorter version as well. So some assembly is going to be required. Now let's check out this watch. Whew, there's this nice little suede cover on the actual watch itself. We're gonna have some instructions right here. Looks like a 5-watt power brick as well as the charger. All right, so they took a little bit different design approach this year with the packaging, but it's probably gonna be a little bit easier on them considering they're separating the band from the watch itself. And then other than the instructions, that's pretty much everything that's gonna be in the box. But for the watch itself, like I said, it has this nice little silicone cover over the entire thing. And then it's gonna say 44mm right on the back here that covers and protects the heart rate sensor. Then we'll just slide it out of its little, it's like a little sleeping bag for your Apple Watch. All right, so while it is turning on, let's go ahead and insert these straps. Have to pair it up really quick. And then it does automatically just show up on your iPhone. And then it's gonna prompt you immediately for your Apple Watch basics. So we have display, the digital crown, as well as the side button. So let's just go through those really quickly. The display, we're going to tap to select, swipe to scroll and move. And then press firmly just like before to change the watch face. The digital crown is going to be the same where you're going to press to return to the watch face, press and hold to talk to Siri, and then we're going to turn to scroll and zoom or adjust. Now I don't feel the haptic feedback quite yet though. And then finally the side button. And we're going to press it to show the dock, double click for Apple Pay, and then we're going to press and hold for medical ID, emergency SOS, and power. And it is kind of nice to have this little walkthrough to give you something to do while your Apple Watch is syncing with your iPhone. But what we can do while it's waiting to sync is that we can actually compare it with the Series 3. So the first thing that you're going to notice is that it definitely appears a lot bigger. Although it's only 2mm bigger in terms of the case size, this is the 44mm version again, it just appears a lot larger, and that's probably due to that display. And then the other big difference is going to be the depth as well. And you can definitely see that the Series 3 is going to be a lot chunkier than the Series 4. And then here you can see the heart rate sensor is completely different than before. And then another cool thing is that the button is actually flush with the case, where with the Series 3, there's a little bit of a ridge. And then on the sides, they also did change the microphone and speaker placement. All right, so the setup and sync just got done, and I am absolutely stunned by this new watch face. There's just so much information on here, and just like before, gosh, it doesn't even seem like there's a gap from the glass of the actual display. It appears that everything's like painted onto the surface. Now, one thing about this new larger display though, and this is what I've been doing here, is that, see, I can just touch right there in the corner. I'm not even touching on the top right here. I'm touching on the corner, and it activates it. So that's cool, but at the same time, it could result in some accidental presses. But gosh, I don't think they really talked about the display enough here. This display is stunning. And then here's where you can see the massive difference in the display size. And then when we bring up the grid view, holy cow, there is just so much more real estate here. The icons are a little bit larger as well, and then you can definitely see them kind of bleed off the edge, where the Apple Watch, this is kind of one of those things where I was perfectly happy with the display on the Apple Watch Series 3, but now that they have this larger display on the Series 4 that's essentially like goes all the way to the edge, definitely makes the Apple Watch Series 3 feel a little bit older. Now, one thing I did explain, but maybe not as well as I could have in my Apple Watch Series 3 fitness review, is how to name an other workout. So it's kind of backwards than most other watches. So what you have to do is actually press the other, and then in this type of workout, you'll earn a calorie equivalent for a brisk walk with any type of sensor readings that are unavailable. But essentially what you have to do is you have to start the other workout for at least 1 minute before you can actually stop it and then name it. So it's a little bit backward than other watches, where with other watches, you'll generally choose the name of the workout first, then you'll actually start the activity. And from a usability standpoint, I still think this is kind of weird, and other people must think the same thing just because that question was asked quite a bit. All right, so a minute has elapsed, so let's go ahead and end it right here. And then here's where you're actually going to do name workout. So you'll click on name workout right here. And then here's going to be the full list of everything that they have for names of workouts. And now I can feel that haptic feedback on the crown, and that's pretty nice. That'll actually give you a little bit of an indication on each selection that you're going through. And then here's going to be the list of activity names. So there's quite a few in here, and then if you scroll quickly, it'll actually go by letter. And unfortunately, I don't see unboxing as an activity name. So I guess we'll just call this play. All right, so I'm gonna keep the unboxing quick today because I already have a test that I wanna do immediately after this. But if you like the video, please hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel for in-depth fitness technology reviews. And in the meantime, go have fun with your fitness, and we will see you in the next video.